So this quilt is the exact reason why once Quiltmas is over, I'm gonna gut this sewing room and start fresh and find everything that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna be doing the Panama City quilt, but there's a little bit of a reason why we're going with Panama City instead of a festive quilt pattern like I had intended. And so let's start this off by taking a little field trip and see what happened. So yesterday, December 1st, I had full intentions of starting the project. I had planned for this third quilt and I can't find my pattern. So instead of freaking out and delaying it even more, this particular Quiltmas project, I am going to move to next year because Quiltmas is going to come around then, I'm sure. I've already got a couple quilts that I bumped out of this year's rotation to do next year, so this will just add to that list, so I'm not going to tell you what it was. So in the meantime, I am at Joann's, and I'm going to hope that I can find like a fat quarter bundle or a layer cake or something. I've got a couple different patterns in mind that will be a quick project to do because it's December 2nd and I would have ideally had this project done and finished and on its way to its new owner to appreciate it for the Christmas season. So fingers crossed, once I get done with Quiltmas, I'm going to do a lot of cleaning. Obviously, if you saw my sewing room, you'd understand why it got lost. Anyways, so I'm going to find a quick project to keep Quiltmas going. And if I don't find a fat quarter bundle I like, I'm going to see if I can find something that has like half yards and I'll make it into fat quarters because I gotta get this done. Gotta stay on track, guys. So come along with me while I shop for fabric and hope for the best. So we've got Halloween pre-cuts in the middle of Christmas fabric. So maybe there's Christmas pre-cuts. I'm not totally sure, but these little Santas are pretty cute. All right, time to go quest somewhere else. So I found some other pre-cuts. Got some options here. This one could be pretty Christmassy. It's only half a jelly roll though, so I'd have to find something else to go with it. But I'm gonna keep seeing what I can find here to see what I decide to do. So I found a red one and then I found the green one that are in these same kind of like color and kind of gold tones. So I have an idea for a Rosa patterns and I just gotta find something to go with it. So there you have it. I still haven't found my pattern. I hope by the end of this video set that I do find my pattern. But in the meantime, let me show you what I ended up with for this quilt. So you saw that I got the green half jelly roll and the red half jelly roll, but then I needed a coordinating print to kind of turn it into something, and so I pulled up a pattern on my phone that I thought I was going to do, and it's called Infinite from Rosa, and I thought it would look cute with all the red and green kind of tossed in together and then this extra print. And so I bought a yard of the cute Santas that I showed you, but then I realized, much like a lot of prints at Joann's, this isn't a tossed print, everything is very linear. So this is a directional print, and with the Infinite pattern, you turn your blocks, and I didn't want my Santas sideways. And so I pulled out another Rosa pattern that I owned, Panama City, and I was like, great, this is perfect. But I bought a yard of this, planning for the Infinite pattern, and this needs a yard and a quarter. And so what I'm gonna do is for these little top strips here, that's what it is. It's for these pieces that go horizontal across the jelly roll strips here. I'm gonna cut these a 1/4 of an inch smaller than the pattern says, because then I can get the amount that I need out of my roll. And plus this quilt finishes at 54 by 73 as is, and it does seem a little long, so I'm hoping by taking a 1/4 inch off of all those pieces, it'll just kind of shift it up to be a little bit more of a better rectangle that I like. And so for this video, I'm just gonna cut this out and then we'll come back the next time to start sewing these together and making blocks. So we're gonna go cut some Santas and make some strips and get those all ready. And maybe I'll start pairing these up. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I need 39 of them, so there's 40 between the two of these, and we'll see what happens. So now that all the Santas are cut, I think I've come to the conclusion that with all the chaos of the beginning of this video, that's all we're going to do for this one. And then tomorrow, we're going to cut these and make the blocks. The next day, we're going to make the quilt top. And then day 4, we're going to quilt it, bind it, and call it good and reveal it. So then we have a good little breakdown and go from there. So I'm excited. I'm excited again now to make this quilt after a little bit of chaos of not knowing where my pattern is. So come back tomorrow for this quilt, come back next year for the one that's supposed to be made, and hopefully I'll find that pattern and be able to show you what's coming in 2024. But in the meantime, I think Panama City is going to be really cute as a Christmas quilt. See you tomorrow.